Yo, yo, yo. What's the deal? What's going on? Shalom to all my black and brown brothers and sisters worldwide. Yo, I just wanna go on live for a second. I ain't gonna be, long. But I just wanna touch base real swift on this Bud versus Spence fiasco people keep talking about. Alright, now look. To all Bud fans, Bud supporters, whatever. If you rock with Bud, I'm talking to you. What I've noticed, and this is just from my perspective, you know what I'm saying? And from me asking random Bud fans here and there on certain lives, from what I've come to understand is that forget about whatever Bud done at 140, 147. Forget about what Arrow done at 147. Regardless of all the belts he collected. The one thing now that a lot of Bud fans can't deny, and a lot of them try to skip over and skate around the topic, is this Daniel Killerman situation. And I'm talking about Daniel Kinahan. I don't understand, like, what's so hard to understand that this whole deal with Bud dealing with MTK going over to Dubai, because he was in Dubai when he called out Arrow in the water. He was in Dubai. And we all know Daniel Kinahan resides in Dubai. He moved from Ireland to escape persecution because the United States got a $5 million bounty on Daniel Killerman. So, you know what Daniel Killerhan did? He went and flipped that $5 million bounty from him and put it on Fury. So now Daniel Kinahan got a $5 million bounty on Fury. And I got all this information from my guy Art Hostage. If you haven't subscribed to Art Hostage, y'all niggas need to subscribe today. If you haven't subscribed to Al Profits, y'all niggas need to subscribe today. And I want to give a huge shout out to my homie Drew Titan. Because if it wasn't for Drew Titan's live last Thursday, I wouldn't have known about none of this shit. So I want to give a huge shout out to Drew, because if it wasn't for Drew, I wouldn't have known none of this. You know what I mean? But we not going to steer away from the topic too far. I just want to give Drew his flowers, you know what I mean, for bringing all this shit out. Now, remember the night of Spence versus Ugas. Steven Espinosa was interviewed. I forget by who, I don't know by who. But in that interview, Steven Espinosa himself said that if the deal with Spence and Bud don't come to an agreement, because there's been intelligence that Team Bud has been dealing with Daniel Kinahan or MTK in any way, he said there'll be no fucking deal. He said if there's any way that Bud is connected to Kinahan, he said they cutting that shit off. They not doing it. So that alone just summed this whole shit up. Now we all know what the fuck the holdup is. It's Bud. Bud's accolades and dealings with Daniel Kinahan and MTK got this whole shit, this whole process slowed up. So, to all Bud fans, if you think I'm bullshitting you, I got receipts too, like my homie BFTB say. We got receipts. We don't just talk shit. We got receipts. So if you think I'm bullshitting you, I'm gonna show you the proof. And yo, I want to give a shout out to Boxer Ego. Boxer Ego reincarnated this whole situation back into existence. Because a lot of motherfuckers forgot about what Steven Osper said that night. But I remember that interview. But I'm going to play it again. You know what I mean? So y'all here. Shout out to Boxer Ego for bringing this shit back out. Subscribe to Boxer Ego too if you ain't. But yo, I'm going to let Steven Espinoza explain it for y'all. So all you Bud fans, listen.
Steven, let's just cut to the chase. He called out Crawford. What do we need to do to try to get that fight made next?
Well, people got to be realistic about money. I mean, that's the only obstacle at this point. I mean, as long as we don't have a Daniel Kinahan involved, which that's a deal breaker. So if there's no Daniel Kinahan, there's no MTK, there's no associated, then we're good to go. People can make a reasonable business deal, a fair business deal, then it can happen.
Now, did y'all catch that? If you didn't catch it, I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Okay, Steven, let's just cut to the chase. He called out Crawford. What do we need to do to try to get that fight made next?
Well, people got to be realistic about money. I mean, that's the only obstacle at this point. I mean, as long as we don't have a Daniel Kinahan involved, which that's a deal breaker. So if there's no Daniel Kinahan, there's no MTK, there's no associated, then we're good to go. People can make a reasonable business deal, a fair business deal, then it can happen. Do you want to be on me?
So yo, there's nothing else more to say. Y'all niggas gotta come to facts with reality. Y'all gotta come to terms with this shit. Stop living in this fantasy world. The fact of the matter is, the reason why the Spence and Bud fight is in shambles is because Team Bud's involvement with Daniel Kinahan. Like I said in the beginning of this live, yo, that's Bud fans, they hate to answer that question because they know they can't. They know they can't fucking answer that question. So they do figure eights around that shit. You know how them old white bitches be in the in the pool doing the synchronized swimming? That's how these motherfuckers be doing around tough questions they know they can't answer. They do all this extra shit around these questions. And then they try to answer your question with a question. I see this shit all day. The bottom line, it's fighters I like, but these motherfuckers don't pay my bills and shit. I ain't got no emotional ties to nobody. You feel me? I ain't got no emotional ties to none of these cats. So if I see you falling off or looking suspect, you best believe I'm gonna call it out. That's just what a real man do, period. Any man who call himself a man, a real man, whenever you see some weird, evil, goofy shit from anybody, you call that shit out. Because if you sit there and see the dumb, evil shit being displayed and you don't say nothing, you deserve to get your ass whooped too. And I see a lot of grown bitch ass niggas having that type of mentality too nowadays. But yo, this shit gotta stop, yo. All this, the fight ain't being made because Errol, I heard one nigga in some video say Errol is asking for $100 million. Nigga, are you fucking retarded or what? Who the fuck come up with these dumbass allegations? And then these niggas be putting that shit out like it's authentic, like it's hardcore fact. They believe in that shit. And that's what I've noticed too nowadays. Niggas believe in bullshit more than truth. A nigga will run with an unfactual, fabricated fairy tale than some shit that's right in their face. And this shit is bananas, son. This shit gotta stop. But notice, I only see this with Terrence Crawford fans. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with Terrence Crawford. 50 grand pots and pans, that's my man. I fuck with Terrence Crawford. But it's a lot of shit that a lot of you Bud fans know that he not capable of, and y'all niggas hate to come to terms with facts. I don't know what the fuck it is. Y'all act like y'all family with this. Y'all act like he and your family. This nigga don't know y'all niggas from a can of paint. And half the cats who talk on Bud so hard and so bad, that nigga wouldn't do an interview with none of y'all. Really think Bud give a fuck about y'all who go on these goofy, retarded rants that don't have no evidence, nothing factual to it. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit, rambling, monologuing. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't be stealing my word, monologuing. Come up with that new shit. Cause that's all these Bud fans do. They just ramble and talk shit all day. Like a fucking sock puppet. But yo, I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute. But that was the moral of my life, was that the reason why this shit with Bud and Spence is not being made is because Steven Espinosa said it the night of Spence and Ugas. If Team Bud is fucking with Killer Man, Daniel Kinahan, it ain't no fucking deal. He said they cut that shit off. He said that from jump. That was the night of the shit. I played it earlier. And shout out to the cats who were here listening. If you didn't see it earlier, when I cut this off, go watch it. If you haven't noticed, or if you ain't known already, that Steven Espinosa said that if Team Bud is dealing with Killahan, it ain't no fucking deal. So that's why this shit is not being made. So I just want all Bud fans, look, it's cool to tell the truth. It ain't cool to lie. It's cool to be a man of your word. It's cool to be like that. So you don't want to be that nigga who untrustworthy because you believe in a whole bunch of fabricated fairy tale bullshit. Y'all niggas too old for that. Psst. For real, yo. Yo, I'm the sixth youngest nigga in my family. I'm the second from the youngest. You should see how much I have to get on my older brothers and sisters. Nigga, it's fucking insane. And that's how these Bud fans, they remind me of that shit. Bud fans act like, I don't know if y'all got, younger siblings or younger cousins or whatever. But, when you was younger and you had to babysit, and these motherfuckers, they all over the house, they get into shit, you gotta chase after them and whoop their ass, put them in the headlock. That's Bud fans. They all over the place with narratives, made up shit. Bud signed a contract. If Bud signed a contract, where's the announcement? July 4th, Independence Day. Spence versus Crawford will be announced. Floyd Mayweather goofy ass. The fight only coming through me. You know what I'm saying? So all that other bullshit these cats on YouTube talk about, you know what I'm saying? The fight only coming through me. I'm like, all right, Floyd. 4th of July came by, what happened? The only thing I seen was Bud silly ass got all these fireworks lined up on his block. Like they about to have World War III. That's the only shit from Independence Day I seen regarding Bud and Spence. But yo, y'all Bud fans gotta stop with this shit. It's not healthy. It's not good. When you lie and come up with narratives, you gotta pay consequences. Oh shit. So yo, stop coming up with this bullshit. Y'all killing me with this shit. Stop it. Stop coming up with this goofy, man-made, retarded shit y'all be coming up with. Man, it's time out for all that. But I can guarantee you Team Spence signed a portion of the contract. Where Team Buzz at? Oh, because they fucking with Daniel Kinahan. Goofy ass motherfucker. And you know what? I bet that was Bo Mac. Bo Mac probably set that whole meeting, that whole shit up. And I'm just speculating. I ain't saying he did. I'm just saying I can see Bo Mac doing that. I can see Bo Mac being the one setting that whole meeting up with MTK. Because if y'all ain't noticed as well, MTK is a small extension of Top Rank. A lot of fighters from Top Rank, they go to MTK. You rarely see Top Rank fighters come to PBC. Everybody who leave Top Rank, they either go to the Zone or MTK. So you can't tell me, none of y'all Bud fans tell me that there's not a Top Rank to MTK pipeline. It gotta be. It got to be. Because it's too much of a coincidence, yo. I say about 90% of fighters from Top Rank, when they leave, they go right to MTK. And they get fucked for the same deal. But yo, this shit gotta stop, man. This shit gotta stop. And like I said, I fuck with Bud heavy. But you gotta watch who you dealing with. You gotta watch who you dealing with. And you gotta watch who the fuck is in your circle. Because I can bet y'all cats $1 million too. It's somebody in Bud's circle that's fucking them up on purpose. It's somebody, they nickel and diamond this nigga. And they leading him into all these weird, goofy directions. I bet you was somebody on Bud's inside. And mind you, where Bernie the Boxer been? Bernie the Boxer ain't did a live in like 2 weeks. So you know, law enforcement probably cracked down on him, yo. And I'm not trying to be funny. I would never, I would fucking never wish law enforcement or none of that shit on my brothers and sisters. I would never want none of that shit to come down on none of y'all. That's why I say you gotta watch who the fuck you dealing with. Know your friends. Know your fucking circle. Cause it be a lot of these cats, they wonder why they be so out of shape. Cause you got a lot of squares in your circle. You feel me? There's too many squares in nigga circles. That's why motherfuckers is out of shape. You can't fit a square in a circle. But niggas, niggas feel safe with 100 niggas around them. Niggas like, yes, man. I'm good. If I gotta be solo dolo the rest of my life, I'll be solo dolo. I do all my shit by my lonely. So that way, if something do happen and I have to do some shit, If something go down, I'm my only blame. Because when you do shit with other motherfuckers, them other motherfuckers get you caught up. And that's straight up. And that's why, man, if I had a platform to where I can reach these boxers, man, I'll tell these cats, man, look, get away from these fucking promoters. Make your circle small. Shit, just trainers. Your circle should only be your team. Your cut man, your corner man, your trainer, and your family. And I ain't talking about your whole family, because family is fucked up too. You gotta have certified, solidified cats in your family you roll with. Cats in your family who you know wouldn't do no sneaky shiesty shit behind your back. Because that's definitely how we gotta roll nowadays. Because this shit getting worse, and it won't get better. It will not get better. So everybody who thinking the way the world is, it's gonna get better. No, it's gonna get 10 times worse. You know what I mean? But this bullshit gotta stop. This bullshit gotta stop. Now they talking about, now they trying to throw Keith Thurman name out there for Spence. And I don't, to be honest, I could see Spence taking that fight too. If this Crawford deal totally get dismantled, I can kind of see him fighting Thurman. Or I could even see him calling out Boots. I could see a Boots and Spence happening. But we gonna see how this shit turn out. But we still not 100% on whether this Spence and Crawford fight may not happen. It's still possible. It's still on. It's probably certain stipulations that got to get worked out. It's probably small kinks. And there was probably some evidence that Bud could have been working with Kinahan, but it wasn't a lot to where it take a long time to reprocess everything. Maybe it wasn't enough for that, and they probably doing what they can now to get rid of the small shit that he did. You know what I'm saying? So we never know. But like I said, I'll say probably within like the end of this week or sometime next week, something is going to come out to where we all fully know and understand what happened and why this deal didn't break. Because, and it's something was feeling weird to me from the beginning. When Bud was in New York at that Hall of Fame shit, I was like, man, something, ever since then, something was off to me. It been off. And then while he was at the, when he was getting his fist plastered, when he was doing that shit, he was saying shit up there talking about he don't gotta fight Spence. He already a legend. And I'm like, nigga. I was like, yep, I can see it. It's a storm coming. I see a storm a brewing. Only this nigga don't want to scrap. He comfortable. He sounded like he wanted to retire. That's how it sounded to me. He sounded like he was done with boxing. He's like, yeah, I ain't gotta fight Spence. You know what I mean? I'm already a legend. That goofy shit. But if Bud want to retire, that's on him. I won't be mad. But you know what's fucked up though? If Bud was to do all that shit talking and then retire, talking about how he was gonna whoop Spence, Bomac writing tweets and making IG posts, we gonna fuck him up. Watch all this bullshit. If Bud fans don't say shit about that, you know what time it is. If Bud fans don't say nothing about it, these cats slow. Straight up. It's too much fuckery going on. And I'm sick of motherfuckers seeing the play in their face and ain't saying nothing. You see what's going on. All of a sudden, this shit came out of nowhere with the whole Daniel Kinahan with Tyson Fury and Bud and all that. That shit came out of nowhere like COVID. And ain't nobody trying to take heed or pay attention to it. These niggas still think it's a money issue. They think the money's still the problem. These niggas think the money is still the problem. These niggas reaching. They like that nigga from above the rim, nutso. When that nigga when he clapped the backboard and that shit broke, he fell. That's how these niggas reaching, like nutso. Man, y'all gotta stop. But yo, I think I might end it right here. You know what I mean? Drop the little gem. But to everybody who didn't catch it earlier, I'm gonna play what Steven Espinosa said one more time, so y'all get it. Cause I ain't talking about the Errol Spence fans, cause I'm sure y'all get it. It's the Bud fans who don't understand logic. These niggas, Bud fans, they mouth and brain is playing Marco Polo. They not on one accord, nigga. They brains say one thing, but they mouth say a totally complete opposite. They brain might think some logical shit, but they mouth kick in and say, nah, nigga, we gonna say this. Hold on, I'm playing one more time.
Right now, get $40 off per axle.
Cause this shit gotta stop, son. It's too many facts that people skipping over. All right, now look, we're gonna find out why the Bud and Spence fight is not happening. Steven Espinosa about to explain it right now, real swift.
Okay, Steven, let's just cut to the chase. He called out Terrence Crawford. What do we need to do to try to get that fight made next?
Well, people got to be realistic about money. I mean, that's the only obstacle at this point. I mean, as long as we don't have a Daniel Kinahan involved, which that's a deal breaker. So if there's no Daniel Kinahan, there's no MTK, there's no associated, then we're good to go. People make a reasonable business deal, a fair business deal. Then it can happen.
Ooh. You can't run from that. You can't run from that. Steven Espinosa told y'all from jump, from day zero. He told y'all niggas from day zero. If Kinahan is involved, nigga, it's nothing. Like that clip BF be playing. You lose. Good day, sir. You get nothing. Okay? Steven Espinosa already explained it. And we all know for a fact, I'll say a 99.9% fact. Cause I'm still not 100%, but I know that Bud is dealing with Kinahan. That's why this shit is fucked up. You know what it is. Y'all Bud fans gotta stop playing. Come to terms with reality. Like I said, it's okay to be cool and tell the truth. Even T.I. admitted it. It's cool to be smart. It's cool to tell the truth. It's cool to be on that side. You don't want to be on the other side. You don't want to be on the in-school suspension side. You feel me? You want that real, that knowledge. Yo, but that's it. Maybe sometime this week, we're going to get on Tank sometime this week. Because I got to get on Tank. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with Tank heavy. Like I tell everybody on their platform, ain't nobody fucking with Tank from 140 to 130. I flip that shit quick. Tank, you ain't showing me nothing, player. You acting shaky, baby. You know what I mean? But we gonna save that topic for another day. But yo, we out of here. It's Israel all day. Black, Hispanic, Native American niggas. I see y'all. We here. We ain't going no fucking where. Our God is black. He the only God that exists. All these other gods don't mean shit. Our God got the throne. You feel me? So I just want y'all to know who you are, where you come from. You Israel. Don't let nobody tell y'all nothing different. Because when you claim you Israel, they can't debunk none of that. But we out of here. I want to say peace, shalom. Holla.